Alrighty, everyone, welcome back. It has been a long time since I've been able to stream, since I've been getting over still recovering from a hip replacement, during which my femur fractured, other stuff going on, getting a new webcam, all that good type of stuff. Fighting off a cough as well. Aethermancer's finally out. I played the demo of this. I absolutely love Monster Sanctuary. Gotten a couple friends hooked on it as well. I've been looking forward to Aethermancer for a while. I said I played the demo, but we're going to start over from the beginning. I deleted my demo save file just so we get a brand new fresh start on it. Everything goes. Too long, we have overstepped our place. The Void will cover every city of our world starting in Vigil. A fitting end, if considered. All was created, all shall share our fate. First the fractured rodents, then all of Terrastay. Then us. Mithras. Syrinx. Alright, choose our soulbound monster. We can start with our monster and see future runs. Okay, so we have an option of 4. So the Sharoof is Earth and Fire. It is Critical, Purge, and Burn. Scorched Earth. Whenever this monster applies 1 or more burn stacks, break 1 poise on an enemy. If that's any poise, that would be huge. Poise is like a stagger mechanic. 2 times 3 earth damage, purges an enemy ether, and ignite. 3 applies 2 burn. Is this? It's 1 or more burn, so I'm guessing that would only break 1 poise. I still kind of like that, though. Jotun, tank, shield, and age, water, wind. Rhyme Wind. Whenever damage is dealt to this monster's shield, it deals a combined water wind hit to the attacker for that much. Oh. Roar. Roar? There we go. Shield self for 2 times 6 applies redirect. I imagine redirect is exactly what we think it is. And then just water wind attack. Which right. Become more powerful the longer the fight goes. So it's more of a stalling thing. Heal, ether, and poison for the Nyx. Toxic Tides. Whenever this monster receives or applies a heal, applies poison to the enemy with the lowest amount of poison. I'm trying to look for... Start of your turn, the monster takes X damage. Okay. Leeching Strike heals all allies. I mean, healing all for 5 seems huge. And then Restore. And it generates 3 random ether. This guy is Fire, Wind, Shining Spark. The first hit of each attack this monster deals +1 damage for every 2 buff stacks. And shield. Oh. So you really want to get buffs on this guy. Apply sidekick, force, and dodge. Dodge evades every second hit of an incoming attack. Each incoming attack. Okay. So you need 2 stacks to dodge anything? Whenever another ally attack triggers sidekick attack. It consumes a stack. Force turns each hit into a critical hit, which does 50% more damage rounded up. And oh, criticals do extra poise damage. That's kind of neat. Supersonic Strike. Its target applies sidekick and force to self. I don't know. I kind of like Toxic Tides. This was pretty cool too for breaking poise. But like having a good thing that can heal seems like it'd be really nice. Let's go for it. I'm not going to name anything yet. Okay. We're inside the void now. Aww. It's so cute. It, like, walks up with you. Wild monsters roam the area. Oh, that's so helpful. They didn't have this in the demo, at least not when I played. That is so incredibly helpful to have up top. Monsters can use different actions in combat. Most actions cost ether. Elements of ether are fire, wind, water, and earth. Looks like there's wild too, which I'm guessing is just like a wild card. You do not currently have much ether. Your only option is to use your monster's basic attack, which can always be used to generate additional ether based on your monster's elements. So if we're earth and water, I think we are. Yeah, there's one of each. Every enemy has a poise weakness. Okay. Color of the diamond icon next to the bar corresponds to the element that they are weak to. Attack those enemies with enough hits of that element and they will be staggered. Staggered enemy skips their next action and all damage against it is increased by 50%. Try it out. Oh, it's nice. As you hover over it, it tells you if it's going to stagger or not. Nice. And we got the heal. The enemy monster is now staggered, which means you can use the craft memento. The craft memento action lets you craft a monster's memento. Okay, makes sense. Permanently unlocks that monster across all future runs. These are our actions down here. I wonder if they take up a turn. Well, for now. So we have to stagger them to craft. A tassel worm. Earth and fire. I didn't see what else it had. But it doesn't defeat them. We still have to finish them off. Like so. This is the worthiness screen. Your monster gains worthiness in combat through a variety of means, like dealing damage, healing allies, or preventing enemy actions. Kind of nice that it's not just for damage dealers. Worthiness provides a small permanent bonus to your monsters, which persists when you rebirth your monsters in future runs. So I'm guessing this is the breakdown? Oh. Okay. We gained 1 experience. Geez, that's convenient. I wonder if they planned it like that. So we get to pick one of these. Or for every 100 healing of your allies applies 2 power to it. That would take such a long time. I mean, if you have a dedicated healing comp. When you reach 5 ether of the same element, purges 1 enemy ether of the same type and applies a power to self. Only triggers up to once per element per combat, though. These are all kind of cool. Healing this much seems neat. What is... At the start of your turn... whenever a monster receives or applies a heal, applies a poison... Yeah. I think we're going to go with this, just so we can get more poisons down. Monster Shrine. These constructs have been created by my kind over the course of thousands of years. Can perform monster rebirth. We should do so. So I'm guessing we only get, yeah, only the one we've unlocked. Monster rebirth allows you to add a new monster to your party. You only require monster soul to do so. Each monster shrine may only be used once. You start each one of 3 monster souls. Each monster shrine offers you a random selection of monsters equal to the amount of monster souls you have. However, you also need to unlock monsters first by crafting their mementos. That makes sense. You currently have the momentum of the monster you found earlier, so it's the only option available to you. Okay. So we will unlock it. So it gets Primeval Blight. Whenever it crits, it applies a poison. It gains a crit chance for every poison stack on enemies. That's kind of cool. So it can also kind of buff itself up because it crits, it applies poison, which gives it more crit chance. Neat. Applies 2 poison, fire claws. Alright, just basic. We're still gonna take it. Obviously. No, we do not. We will skip nicknames for now. Alright, this time let's initiate combat by performing a Void Blitz. This ability allows the Aethermancer to ambush the enemies, which removes 2 poise from the targeted enemy. This makes them easier to stagger. Okay. I can choose him. I think we have ways to do fire damage. We have ways to do wind damage too, but I'm going to do this. Plus, if we stagger them, can't we capture them right away? Yeah, I think we can capture them right away. There's craft memento on this guy. Wolpertinger. I will figure out who he is later. I'm guessing order will matter at some point. We stagger him again. Can I get him too? Oh no, it looks like maybe this is only 1 a turn. I applied some poison. So we can't stagger them again. This could knock out the earth guy. Not quite gonna knock out him, but that's okay. Should still apply a poison, right? Yeah, it applies 2 poison. So can I inspect? Alright, this is what we're up against. Hot Temper signature trait. Retaliate applies 1 temporary power to self. Every 7 times this triggers applies 4. Ooh. Okay, let's turn those off real quick. So a big thing I think is going to have to be to learn these because I'm guessing there's a lot of abilities. So Bonfire applies 2 burns to all enemies. Okay. So we're still pretty fully healed. Can we break that again? But it KOs him, doesn't it? Yeah, so we can't capture him or craft a momentum for him. Kind of wish I could like hover over these to see like how much they got. That's okay. Okay, we got a monster. So that gives us an additional option at the shrine. Void jump. You're up on a height now. You can use void dash to dash between cliffs. When you get close enough to another cliff, you can see a phantom of Syrinx to indicate you can void dash that cliff. Try it out here by dashing the cliff plus left shift to dash. Oops. Okay. It's not super obvious, but it's definitely there. Lily, a body made of ether and a fellowship of beautiful little monsters. Must be an Aethermancer. We are here to help out. Is Lily resident of Pilgrim's Rest? We should visit. Expert at soul. Okay, so that's how we're going to unlock more things. Maybe to power them up. Sweet. Another blank memento. Oh, we can interact with that too. Very cool. All right. So I need to, kind of like Hades again, I need to keep an eye out for glowing piles of gold, potentially. Some monsters will attempt to ambush you. When you get close to them, you can press space to void parry. Okay. Seems like a fairly lenient timing. But we don't get to choose who we hit. Okay, so if we inspect next, Tatsuworm. Mandragora is wholesome. The start of combat applies regeneration. Whenever regeneration triggers on this monster, applies regeneration to each other allies. Then re-triggers. Oh boy. So heal, regeneration, and weakness. So it seems like we're going to want to have synergy. But also like a fairly diverse group. That way we're not like all competing for the same ether. And we can trigger poise breaks more easily. Then for you, Gift of the Worm. On support action. Applies 1 temporary power, and on attack transfers all power. What is a support action? It doesn't say. Okay. So he's just doing a normal attack and he got staggered. I'm just going to capture him now. I have, like, roguelike's healing is really good. I think I'm going to wait to stagger him. We can next turn. Will we get enough? Yeah, we'll get enough of this next turn to stagger him.